Now, this is one of the two talking heads in town, and he is voiced by Brad Garrett, whom you will recognize as the older brother in Everybody Loves Raymond. He was on Seinfeld as the crazy mechanic who steals Jerry's car, because Jerry doesn't take very good care of it. And they had the JFK golf clubs in the back seat. And from the Superman cartoon series, and I believe he was in a few episodes of Justice League Unlimited as well. He was the voice of Lobo, the main man, as Brad Garrett. And as soon as we walk in, he's going to say hello.
Hey, you not look like Ghoul. How come?
Now, this is a crucial part in the game, where if you screw this up, you will go on into a very difficult section of the game that I think I've only successfully done it once, and I don't really want to have to showcase that at this moment, but let's see what happens. Because initially you would like, oh, let me guess, I'm not a ghoul. But a lot like a bunch of other 90s adventure games that you'll do options that will get you killed so that you know to lie off the top of your head. Here, I'll show you.
You not Ghoul. I knew. Not fool Harry.
Oh yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Not Ghoul. Or to say, not Ghoul, not be here.
Who's giving you orders?
Watch place. Not let no one in. Not normals most. Take normals to the loo.
Holy shit, I thought Killian had a fucking death stare. Don't fuck with Harry. Now, the loo, which, you know, is British slang for the toilet. But he is threatening to take you someplace. Obviously not the toilet. At least I sure as shit hope not. But let's see. He doesn't seem to be the greatest. His brain is not really Fort Knox here. Let's see if we can talk our way out of this.
Ooh, Harry confused. You not Ghoul. You not normal. What you?
I'm a highly advanced robot.
Okay. Harry think what to do.
Alright, Harry, you give that one a quick think. Do. While he mulls that one over, let's sneak past his buddies. And as I recall, they all have a rhyming name scheme. Let's go ahead and take a peek now that we're out of harm's way. Yep, Barry. What are you doing? We do not want to go talk to Barry. Gary, and Sally. That doesn't quite work, but... I think I'm carrying too... Oh, okay, no, I'm not carrying too much. Ian, buddy. I need my tools. What tools? Tools I've been using for the last 10 years. Oh, those tools. Let's go ahead and... Oh, as I recall... No. He said we needed the... Yes. We need the junk. We need those special parts to build our robot friends. Alright. The massive pup struggles to life after you successfully install the parts. You have gone up a level. You gain 1,000 experience points for fixing the pump. Cool. It's a level up right now. Let's take a look at our science. As I leveled that up last time. Where are you? 60 is not bad. We'll be getting to parts in the game later on where I'm going to want that to be higher. But I'm going to start pumping everything I can into energy weapons. Now that I actually have an energy weapon. I might have mentioned this, or this might have gotten eaten in one of those times I recorded, is that energy weapons eventually will outpower most every gun in the game, except for larger guns like the minigun and rocket launcher. But they do a ton of damage and they are really handy to have around. Not the gun. Inventory, please. Is that they will ignore armor a good chunk of it. As you see, the energy or laser is different from normal. And I think the only things that have really high weapon resistance to energy weapons are, I believe, are the robots and maybe Death Claws? I don't believe so. Because energy weapons are a good way of dealing with them. I think just robots, since they're made of metal and metal armor is resistant to them. That's annoying. Sacks are kind of annoying. I used to be able to just drag and drop directly on top of them, so it was never an issue. But I think with the new Steam release and using the blowing everything to high definition, their drop target zone is way off. So they're kind of a workaround. But this is a ghoul prisoner. I think we can talk to him before we open the door. You cannot get there. I didn't think so. Thought it was worth a shot, though. Unlock the door. Let's see if we can... Not you, Ian. Get out of here. Shoo. Thanks for letting me out. I'm just gonna Batman. Where does the water come from? No problem. Get the hell out of there. So that's 500 experience points for freeing the ghoul. I always do that. I don't recall whether or not Set or the ghoul leader or anybody, hires you to do that, but it's free experience points, and you're helping somebody out. Let's go ahead and pop these back in here. I don't think I'm going to need my tools for a while. We can pop these back in Ian's inventory. Oh, you might have noticed that Tycho is carrying my backpack. There's nothing in that except for the 2 additional sacks I picked up. Because we don't want to have to run past Harry, who's probably still mulling that over in his thick FAV rattled brain. Let's go ahead and head on down here. Oh, this might have been jumping the gun a little bit, but since we are here, this is the vault underneath Necropolis, the one that Harold is from. And we see these 2 glowing ghouls that'll later be called glowing ones. And I believe in later on games there's only a handful that aren't completely feral. I think Jason Bright is the only one, and that was from Obsidian in New Vegas, so I think every Bethesda glowing one is in fact feral. But these guys will attack me for marching down here. Yeah, I think by killing them is kind of jumping the gun. So let's go ahead and save here real quick, because I don't really want to go meet the Lou just yet. Oh, come on, fellas. Come on. Tycho, first you shoot me in the back for almost fatal damage, and now you're standing in the way like an asshole. You... Listen, turd bucket. Tycho. Tycho, are we gonna have trouble? Tycho, I'll leave you here for the mutants, I swear. Let's go ahead and see who can sneak our way out. Yep, as you see, Harry's still trying to work it out. Dum 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 dum. See you later. Oh, wait, no. Wrong one. Wrong one. Sorry. Confused. Because that's how you get the parts. We don't need the parts anymore. As, in fact, we use them. Let's run our asses back and talk to the ghoul leader. There's a little bit of backtracking going on in Necropolis. That's why I usually just head down in the vault and take care of my business there. As I think if we talk to the ghoul leader and complete this quest, is we can get by those guys without killing them. I don't know if that hurts your karma or not, but even the first time I played it through, I was trying to be the best good guy I could be. I just gunned them down because that's the water chip, where the water chip is, and who's gonna miss two ghouls, right? Thank you for repairing the water pump, and I hope all is well for your people in return of what you have found. So no, in fact, he is. I don't think that's going to affect their hostility whatsoever. Although, let's go ahead and pop up to the surface here real quick. We chose the awkward way. But this is Set and his ghouls that the ghoul leader told us about. As they occupy, I believe this was a church at some point. It looks like a church or a temple or something with all the pews. Normally you would come through, where is it? Where's the other way to get here? I guess this is the only way to do so. As I thought there was another manhole around here, but I guess not. There's something down this way. Take a peeky peek. Not so much. But this is Set and his minions, and you do see that he has these glowing ghouls in cages, so I don't know if they're just like social pariahs to begin with, or if they're locked up because they are just inherently hostile. They're not feral, as we're about to go see as we make our way back. As I don't really want to talk to Set right now, as he's going to give me a mission to fight the super mutants, and I don't want to run the risk of them just being hostile. As I recall, as he has some dealings with them of some nature. Or they're keeping tabs on him, or they're something along those lines. But we're already risking getting our asses skipped to the lewd, so to speak. So let's just go ahead and take care of one problem at a time. Hey, Larry. Hey, he's normal. Grab him. Plus, it's been a real pill today. I don't know if that he is still thinking over and he spots me, or if he just doesn't spot me in general, but we're just going to take the advantage that we have of not being seen. Down, let's get our hands on that water chip. Down to Goblin Town. Move. And I do have a weapon equipped, yeah? Yep. My old trusty SMG. Hello? You tread without permission. That makes me believe that if I thought that if I talked to the ghoul leader, that he would send word ahead to these boys to stand down. Maybe it's Set? But I don't know what line of dialogue, and Set is one of the most hostile, volatile NPCs in the game, that if you say the wrong thing, you're going to end up taking a dirt nap. Ow, thank you. You may die now. Come back when you have more hit points, buddy. Chew him up, dog meat. Ian? I'm sorry, Tycho? I'll make you sit outside of the town. Maybe we don't shoot our teammates if we're going to keep adventuring today. So yep, here is a burned out vault. I forget the number of this vault, if in fact it does have one. Now, is that a ghoul or is that just a bedpost? Oh, it's a bedpost. I didn't know if that was a skull. See, computer is broken. Pretty much everything here is, yeah, badly damaged beyond repair. It's, Harold mentioned that the vault doors opened a long time ago, and so this place has probably been ransacked. Hey, more glowing ghouls. I don't know if there's any loot to be had here, or just more experience points for killing hostiles. Let's not raise a kerfuffle, because I'm afraid of what Tycho's going to do to Ian in any given fight these days. Because I'm sure Ian is still pretty hurt. He's just wounded, but I don't want to run the risk. Maybe we sneak. Ooh. See the remains of merchant. This room looks particularly ransacked. Anything? I don't know if there's anything to be had in these lockers, but I gotta check. So it looks like these glowing ones just seem to be pretty hostile and territorial. But again, they can form sentences, so I wouldn't say that they're feral. Hello? Don't mind me. Eat him! Eat that motherfucker right there! You know what? I'll make do with a little less loot in the glow if you stop shooting everybody up. Granted, some of that was my fault. Let's just call it 50-50 at this point. You see a water processing control computer. It is still functional. Not for long, it's not. After shutting down the water purification computer, you can hear the repair water pump working in the distance, bringing water up from what must be a deep well in Necropolis. You gain 2,500 experience points for getting a water chip. Now, is this an actual item? Yes, it is. There it is. Water purification control system chip. Looks surprisingly like the chip that your vault needs. Because it fucking is. Alright, so we've got the water chip. We just need to get past these glowing cannibals? Do they still count as human? Or when you get irradiated and now you're a ghoul, does it make it not an active cannibal? Well, they're still eating people, regardless. Yeah, if anybody knows what exactly the deal is here, because I've tried talking to Set multiple times, I can never quite seem to get him to discuss what's going on here, and he's really the only NPC in town that will talk to you, aside from the ghoul leader. But now that we've completed the ghoul leader's quest, he really has nothing else for us to talk about. So if anybody knows what's going on in this vault, specifically in Fallout 1, because I in Fallout 2 or maybe 3, they go into the backstory of that vault a little bit more. But anything's, you know, restricted to Fallout 1, I would love to hear it. And if there's ways to interact. Because for me, I've always just done exactly what you see there, is get rid of the 2 sentries, grab the water chip, and get the hell out. Alright, one last time. One last time for old Fruity. Alright, cool. We'll see you later, Harry. Let's get the hell out of here. This town sucks. And we will be back. Where's Dog Meat? Is he stuck on scenery or something? Oh, here he comes. Okay. Now, we have quite a journey to take. We are headed all the way back to Vault 13 to get this bad boy into the hands of Overseer Eyebrows.